Yo, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy, Double B Babble, the franchise player, joined here by my boy, Tony DeBurns. Tony, brother, it has been a day in the world of professional wrestling.
You ain't kidding. Oh, it has been one hell of a day. Oh
You
my
know, hey,
God.
we're
And
going to
it's
get into
and
this.
it
We're
hasn't
going to get
ended
into
yet.
this. And man, no, there's still some shit that's going down, but we're going to get into this later on because I'm going to have Adam Woods come on. We're going to discuss this, have our little roundtable on the roundtable to discuss the things that are going on in the world of professional wrestling. But you know what, man?
Like it.
It's crazy. And for the ones that are watching right now that know what I'm going to announce today, BCW Worldwide.
Yes.
I know you guys have been waiting for it.
Mm-hmm.
Now part of the OIWA. BCW Worldwide will be returning in July. July, ladies and gentlemen, we are back live every week
We will
at a
have
new
an
location.
exact date here for you here pretty soon. But yeah,
At a new location.
Yes, we'll reveal that here pretty soon.
Tune in.
Yep.
Well, you know what, man? It's been a day. It's been crazy, man. The world of professional wrestling has been turned on its ear.
Yes, it has.
But you know what? We're going to turn it around. Yep, July did. That's right, Petrov. July is going to be hot. We're talking about hot summer nights. That's going to be the tagline. BCW Worldwide presents hot summer nights. Man, it's going to be crazy. And you know how we get down with BCW Worldwide. But before we go any further,
yes,
I want to talk about our guest tonight. One guy, been all over the world, done it all, been there. Impact Wrestling, Global Force Wrestling, did it all. Unfortunately, I'm going to be really sad because I was expecting to see him in Indianapolis, Indiana in a couple of weeks, but unfortunately, he's going to be in Texas. Damn it. But
you guys just keep missing each other, right?
I mean, man, I know,
you're
right?
Going to be in Texas like after he is. You're going
you
to
know
Indiana.
What?
He's not going to be there.
I'm going to be in Texas in a couple of weeks, so it really sucks because I won't be able to. It's like we're just like, you know, yeah, it's one of those things, man. But like I said, we have the amazing Kongo on tonight, and we got to bring him in and you know, shoot the shit with him like we do here on the podcast. But man, look, we also got the Ghostbuster, the Pumpkin Pie Wrestling. Look, we got a dude, man, that's part of a conglomerate of crazy ass dudes.
That's one way of putting it.
I mean, Coach Mikey, fucking Kobe Carino, just these crazy guys. You can see them on Instagram through Mother Duckers. You can see them at Pros and Tees, prosandtees.com, Ugly Ducklings, custom tees. You can find them on Twitter. It's my boy Rob Killjoy. He'll be in the house tonight too. Ugly Ducklings. He will duck you up, ladies and gentlemen. But what we're going to do real quick is we're going to jump into our commercial break, and then we're going to bring on the Ugly Duckling himself. Ladies and gentlemen, we will be right back after these exciting words.
Professional wrestling is one of the toughest sports going today. If you ever dreamed of being a professional wrestler, then former WWE superstar and World Tag Team Champion Sir Mo of the famed tag team Men on a Mission invites you, yes, you, to join his Bumps and Bruises Academy. Now in 2 locations in Carrollton, Texas, and Sherwood, Arkansas. Allow Sir Mo and his head coach, Dante Smiley, and other coaches to get you on the road to an exciting and rewarding career. Classes forming now for your shot. Contact Sir Mo at 704-819-7312 or fill out an information questionnaire now. Don't wait, make your dreams come true today by joining the Bumps and Bruises Pro Wrestling Academy.
Hi, this is James Beard with SWE Fury, and you're watching the Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast.
And then just like that, we're right back. That was a quick-ass commercial break, wasn't it?
Sure was.
You know, someone told me I had that smooth jazz voice, and it makes me laugh every time I hear that.
I think we're about every week now.
The BCW Worldwide Television Champion, Billy Moon just said this, and this is going to make me bring on our guest a little sooner than I expected, but he said this, and the Ugly Ducklings are over as fuck.
Damn right.
So since the Ugly
Damn
Ducklings are
straight.
so over, ladies and gentlemen, Rob Killjoy. Rob, welcome,
Quack.
my brother, to the Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast.
Hello. Can you guys hear me?
We can hear
Yes,
you, brother.
we
How you
can.
doing?
Quack. Oh, hello. Hi.
What's going on, my man?
I prefer to think we're over as duck, but that's just because we're family friendly and all.
Man, I try to tell people go
Hey,
duck.
fair
They can go
point.
duck themselves. They ain't listening to
Very,
me.
very fair point.
So how you doing
How's
today,
it-
brother?
Thanks for having me on. I'm doing okay, man.
Man, what's going on with you guys, man? What is the Ugly Ducklings up to during the ending of the pandemic? What do you guys got lined up?
Well, I mean, we've got some things lined up. I've been doing a lot of single stuff lately. I'm not sure if you know this. My regular tag team partner Lance Lude is actually battling colon cancer right now.
Yes.
Oh wow, that's right.
Yes.
Yeah, last month we put on a benefit show for him called Ducks Fly Together that Colby and myself put on, and it's actually still streaming on IWTV.com right now. Like so, or IWTV, but just go check it out. It's still on Indie Wrestling TV, and the link is still up there, so people can still donate to Lance Lude's Cancer Fund right now. So it's still ongoing. So help him out. IWTV,
ladies and
Ducks Fly Together, Ugly Ducklings. Go ahead
That's
and
right,
knock
ladies
that
and
out.
gentlemen. You go follow them. You can find them on Twitter at 3 Mother Duckers too. Go
Three
find
Mother
them.
Duckers.
Like, click and subscribe on them, man. And I'll tell you, your Twitter page is off the chain, brother. I mean, I like the stuff that I see every week. You know, totally makes me laugh. So, what? I mean, just be you, man. Tell us about what you guys are all about. Like some of our fans are still new to you guys. I mean, I seen you guys. As a matter of fact, I seen a video one time on Title Match Network. Totally just, it was like your highlight reel for 2020. It was like amazing. I like to put over things like that so people know where to go find you. So tell us a little bit about what you guys got going on and what's just about you guys.
Well, I mean, we've always been just super busy. We've prided ourselves on being workhorses. Or, we are some of the original workhorsemen, which is a group that's more than just two people. But we've I don't know, being an ugly duckling, it just means that you be yourself and be unapologetically so. And that's just anybody who knows me. When you say to be myself, I don't know how to be anything else. So unfortunately, whether you like it or not, I apply my personality in a thick paste and you kind of get what I am. So, but I'm sorry, what was the question?
Man, just I mean, seriously, man, just be you. Like, I'm gonna give you a platform, brother. I'm gonna give you a platform. Go ahead and put out whatever you think you want to put out for everyone to know. And we're going to go ahead and put this up real quick for everybody. Ducks Fly Together at eventbrite.com.
Yeah. Well, I think that's how you purchase tickets on the Eventbrite, but that's already passed. But you could go check it out on IWTV, and you could still click on the link and you could donate.
That's right, IWTV.com. I just had it up too.
That would be the most important thing. But overall, just like say, check out our Twitter, our Instagram at 3 Mother Duckers, the Ugly Ducklings on Facebook. I'm always advertising where we're going to be. I don't like days off, so I'm always wrestling somewhere. So you come get one of our cool T-shirts, get some of our wrestle buddies, some ducks, duck calls, stuffed ducks, ducks for $1, ducks for $3, posters, pictures. We'll cut you a deal. Not a deal, it's a steal. Just a few ducats. Help us pay our bills. Get it with ducks. We got bills, duck bills. You guys get it. Quack.
Totally like that, man. Totally like that. Oh man. So you and Kobe Carino, you guys wrestled. I think it was April 30th. You guys did your show on IWTV, and you guys wrestled the Wrestling Prodigies, man. I mean,
yes.
Okay, so those guys are pretty off the chain.
Those children are pretty good, aren't they?
They are, man. I mean, I like watch all of this stuff, and you know it's crazy. And I hate to bring his name up because this son of a bitch every week. He is like the boogeyman. Like remember that movie? Candyman. You say his name 3 times in the mirror, and he just pops out and gets you.
Yeah.
Well, we have a guy on our promotion. He's our senior referee, and this guy literally is everywhere. Like, I mean, he's so everywhere that he literally has a pot. Look, Sign Guy is everywhere. Sign Guy is the referee, and Sign Guy knows you guys. So when I mentioned it, we had you on the podcast, he lost his mind. He was like, "Oh my God, I love those guys." Like, literally, he fanboyed over you guys so bad. Like, I thought he was going to stalk you. But
we're assuming he hasn't already.
Right? Yeah. But he wanted to talk about the beginnings of the Ugly Ducklings. That was a question he wanted me to ask you. So how did you guys start? Like, what made you guys decide to form this group?
Well, I've known Lance Flood for a long, long time. I actually met him when he was still under a mask as Ultra Dragon, and this is when I was maybe like 3 months into wrestling. I mean, I've been wrestling almost 17 years now. I've been doing it half my life. So I was still 17 at the time. But years later, we just came across each other at a random show. And I just recently started working PWX. We were the juniors division. We were 2 members of what they were starting up, a juniors division. And they had put us in a tag team division, or a tag team match, kind of as a showcase to the juniors division. And we just kind of enjoyed the chemistry, and we thought we clicked well, so we decided to kind of team up a little more. And then the next show, we wanted to be a team, but I just told the commentary team, "Hey, nobody's okayed this, but call us the Ugly Ducklings. I think it'll be funny because we look like this." And it just kind of evolved from there. And then the next show, we did a 6-man where Colby was on our team, and we just loved Colby, so it just clicked well. So we were like, "Hey, Colby's going to be with us now." And then we just kind of took it from there. Coach Mikey, he used to manage me when I was doing singles at Flatline Pro Wrestling in Augusta, Georgia. And they had shut down not too long before that. And I told him, "You really need to come check out PWX. Maybe come help out the Ducks." And sooner rather than later, we were just all rolling, and then it's just evolved, and we just had countless ideas. We're from ponds unknown. We weigh an undisclosed number of other duckies. We've got the matching gear. We've got the mask, the vests, the cool moves, the fun matches, the dope move sets. We've got all the merchandise for kids, grown-ups, and everyone in between, elderly people. We should get some duck themed pins, some duck pins. I like that. Write that down. I said it on here first. That's proof of concept. So no one can read it.
There it is.
It's a hot take, ladies and gentlemen, exclusive right here on the Roundtable Pros and Podcast. Ugly Duckling pins.
Quack.
So, Sign Guy says, "I only follow on Twitter."
I'm sorry. I want you to understand. I was saying depends, like adult diapers.
Oh man, that's pretty shitty.
I don't want that to get lost in translation. I'm saying duck pins. Okay, so depends. Like a diaper, like a diaper for grown-ups, for old people. I use the bathroom in them.
Maybe kind of design them after the tights, kind of.
Oh man,
right, exactly.
That's a pretty shitty.
Adult diapers. I just really want to make sure to hammer that home. That we're going to have some ugly themed adult diapers sooner or later.
That's a pretty shitty item right there. Are you
As a
duck
matter
knives?
of fact, yes.
Hashtag get money.
It's not going to be cheap either.
Billy Moon had a question. Billy Moon is a BCW Worldwide Television Champion. He has a question. He says, "Is Ultra Dragon like a more powerful Super Dragon?"
He is. He's also more injury prone.
And Sign Guy Jason Amos says, "I only follow on Twitter, not literally." Listen here,
I don't know how you literally follow someone on Twitter.
Yeah, he's a stalker.
People find ways.
That's a figurative. You figuratively follow me on Twitter, maybe.
If you've been on Twitter for any amount of time, then they figure out a way.
Yeah, exactly. Especially that guy. He's everywhere.
He said he'll get one. All right, well, you should get 2. Whatever you're talking about.
Get 2 of those. Get 2. Kevin Brandt says he wants 2 of those. Well, Kevin, if you want to get some ugly duckling gear, it's real simple. You can find them real easily, Kevin. All you gotta do is go to ProWrestlingTees.com and look up the ugly ducklings.
Yeah, you can also go to StormCustomTees.com.
Oh, that's right. StormCustomTees.com, ladies and gentlemen. So that's 2 places
out there. Pro Wrestling Tees. You can also just message us on Twitter. We'll get one out to you. We will send one with a message in a bottle across the ocean to you. We do not want to miss a dollar.
They're trying to get their ducats.
Money, we'll trade you a T-shirt for some money.
Man, hey, that's the way to do it. Like, I got these 2 T-shirts for $20. You buy one, I'll give you one free.
No. You buy 1 or 2 for $40.
See, look at that. That man's all about his money right there. All about his paper. I like that.
Ain't deal, baby. Except Jesus.
Okay, so Kevin Brandt is an old bastard, and what he was saying is he wants some Depends.
Oh, there it is. There it is. See, customers already in the wings.
You made your first sale already.
Waiting in the wings. You get it because we're ducks. Customers waiting in the
wings. Man.
And if you want to check out that Ducks Fly Together show, it's the first result. If you go to independentwrestling.tv, search Ugly Ducklings, and like I said, it is the fundraiser for Lance Lude's cancer treatment.
And anyone who knows Lance Lude, he's given you his body, he's given you his health for years and years, for almost 2 decades, and now he needs some help, guys. He's fighting colon cancer. The show is a huge success. We raised about $5,000 for him.
Nice.
But the link is still up on the show, so go watch the show. You can still click on the little thing down at the corner. Sorry, I'm bad at technology, but that little thing you click on, the little square that looks like scrambled, you click on that and you donate. Help us out, man. He's doing his rounds of chemotherapy. Hopefully he's going to pull through. He's in high spirits, but I mean, all the support helps, guys.
Is there a GoFundMe page?
There is. There is a GoFundMe page.
Okay.
It should. Yes, if you will, please find it, because I am terrible at technology, backslashes and all that.
Tony is a genius. He is the technical producer on the show. I'm just a pretty
I'm
face.
a genuine ad, so that's close enough.
So what I'm going to do is this. As the senior producer on the Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast, I'm going to donate, and I'm going to donate for the Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast, not only because I'm a 28-year vet in this business, also, and I look out for my brothers. Ladies and gentlemen, I am encouraging you. I'm encouraging you to go and support.
Yes, feel free. No, feel encouraged to go support, please.
Oh, look what I found.
There it is.
Right there.
There, go right there.
Go right there. As a matter of fact, Tony, I'm going to do this. I'm going to go into our private chat. I want you to send me that link in our private chat so I can go donate in the name of the Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast, in the name of ECW Worldwide. Because like I said, we like to help out our brothers from another mother. We like to help out our ducks, get all our ducks in a row. A little quack quack action here. Shucky ducky quack quack.
We appreciate that, man. Thank you very much.
Hey, I mean, we're all about helping out here, man. So before we let you go, man, I got this game that we play, and I haven't played it in a while on the podcast, but I'm going to play it with you real quick.
This is Rob Killjoy, and you're listening and watching the Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast. No,
man,
we're not doing that.
We should have had him do that.
We can get that later, though.
That's where I thought we were going. Sorry. Okay, again,
we can do that later. Totally like that. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have this game we play here. It's simple. It's called Team With, Feud With, or Fire. Basically, it's simple, and I know it kind of sucks, ladies and gentlemen, because a lot of people got fired from WWE today, which really fucking sucks.
Yeah,
we're going to discuss that later on.
Duck, marry, kill.
Exactly. So what we're going to do is this. Hey, you know what? Let's do that. Let's duck, marry, kill one time. Let's change it up a bit here on the podcast.
I like it. I'm taking this whole thing over. It's my podcast.
You pretty much have.
Matt Seidel tried to do it.
Thank you for joining me on the Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast.
Look at this guy.
I'm really good at this, guys. I'm a natural.
You are actually. You're pretty good at it. You're pretty freaking good at it. You know what? And ladies and gentlemen, if you want to listen to the Roundtable Pro Wrestling
Podcast, what David Lee Roth would call charisma.
Oh my God, this guy. If you want to listen to us on the podcast, you can look for us on Spotify, Apple, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, and all other major podcast platforms.
Patent pending.
Patent pending. All right, so
Duck, Mary, kill.
Yep, you go for it. Let's start with Duck.
Oh, that's not how this game works. You give me the 3 choices, and I got to pick.
Oh, shit! You want 3 choices?
That's not how I don't just pick the random choices. You never played Duck, Mary, Kill before, and you call yourself a podcast host.
I never had a show on the pond before, but shit. All right, so
first time for everything.
Jessica McKay. That's Billy Kay, Liv Morgan, or Heidi Lovelace.
I would marry Heidi Lovelace just because she's dope, and we're buddies from back in the day. I haven't got to see her in a while, so we're friends.
Makes sense.
I would duck. Well, I would duck Billy Kay because, I mean, she's got the shades of K kick, so I duck the kick. See?
Okay, okay, I got you.
And then I would kill myself.
Wow.
Wow.
That's the first time I've heard. Ladies and gentlemen.
Well, hey, guys, I'm hearing it for the first time, too. I'm sorry. I don't have a filter. It's just, I didn't.
Those are the comments of Rob Killjoy, and they do not reflect those of the Roundtable Pro Wrestling Pond.
No, these opinions actually told me to say it, and they are responsible for anything. I am not lying.
That's what you can find over on Pondify.
Pondify. Damn you, Shane. There you go. All right, man. Hey, so thank you very much for that. Oh, God damn it. Look at this guy. I knew he was going to come up with something.
It's Heidi got me the heats at LVW once by accident. We got to get that story from him.
Oh my God. See, I'm telling you, he's like the book. Look, here's the thing. We said his name 3 times. And just like the boogeyman, boom, now he's in the damn comments. Oh my God.
She got in the heat. She got in the heats.
All right, man. So before we let you go, ladies and gentlemen, you can go search for them on Independent Wrestling TV. Find that, please go and find that show. Donate.
I mean, that show has some insane first time ever matches that no one's ever booked before. We've got my favorite match of the night was Nolan Edward versus Timmy Lou Retton. I don't know if you
love Timmy Lou Retton.
Oh, he's amazing. The Infinite.
The Gymnasty Boys are off the hook.
We've had White Mike versus Darius Carter. We had we had a huge 4-way match. It was Jonathan Davis. Mm-hmm. It was JD Drake. It was Graham Bell, and it was Hoodfoot, and they beat the crap out of each other. We had tag team matches. We had craziness. We had trios matches. We had a cluster duck rumble match which we had permission from Joey Janela to call it that. But we had a cluster duck. It's an insane show. So yes, go donate, but also enjoy the show because it's a fantastic show. It's quacktastic. 5 stars. 2 web thumbs up.
He said 2 web thumbs up. It's a 5-star frog splash. Ladies and gentlemen, go check that show out.
Splash-rific.
Man. So hey, thank you very much for joining us, man. And ladies and gentlemen, hit that GoFundMe right there, ladies and gentlemen. Hit that GoFundMe. Help out. Do what you can do, because ladies and gentlemen, you never know. It might happen to you.
It's possible. You never know. But thank you guys for having me on. No, I'm sorry. I appreciate you guys being a guest on my podcast.
Yeah, we're going to go depart now.
Listen, I was very entertaining. You guys can't wait to do it again. I was a lot of fun, and you guys had a great time.
I would love to be on your show, brother. Next time you just, hit me up. I'm always there.
I do this very intermittently, so I can't tell you when the next one's going to be, so just stay tuned. That's
ladies and gentlemen.
Right, it's a spice of life.
Exactly. Ladies and gentlemen, that was your boy Rob Killjoy, and we will be
your boy
right
Rob
back.
Killjoy. Quack, quack,
quack, quack, quack. We'll be back with
Bye,
more
guys.
of the
Thank you.
Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast.
Drive me insane! All these rules are lame, have been taking all the fun out! Drive me insane! All these rules are lame, have been taking all the fun out! Drive me insane! All these
When you want to get your hair cut, you go get your hair cut right. You head down to Big D's Barbershop. Big D's Barbershop, Vancouver, Washington's best and brightest. 1019 Main Street, Vancouver, Washington, where you can go get your hair lined up, cuts, fades, shampoos, conditions, and all the great things that go with supporting a local barbershop in a local business area. You can also reach them online at www.bigdsbarbershop.com. Go get your haircut right.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.
Man, that was so ducked up.
It really was. Oh my goodness.
That was. I love Rob, man. Rob's a good dude, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
You should go follow him on Twitter. His tweets are hella funny. I'm telling you. If you think that we are funny, you should literally go listen to his tweets. They are off the chain every day.
No, I mean,
Oh man. That's how we get down here, ladies and gentlemen. We bring the funny. We legitimately bring the funny. Like what is Cheryl said? Don't you mean two wings if you're a duckling? Oh man! And look, this goddamn goof right here, sign guy. TRL. What the fuck? I swear to God. Let somebody else comment, sign guy, and be quiet with the rest of the night. Oh man, I needed that today.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did.
So,
and it's only
before we
going
go
to
any
get better.
further, our next guest, bro, this dude has been, like I said, he's done it all. You can find him on Twitter at Real Kongo Kong. You can find him on Instagram at Kong Sirius SYRIS 78. Or you can call him Professor Kongo Kong because he has his own pro wrestling academy. I mean, he's like a teacher. I heard, and you know me, since I've been traveling around the country with that new OIWA North American Championship belt that's right there behind me. I heard that this guy makes some extremely awesome wrestling gear.
Yes.
So you know, I'm going to hit him up when he gets on the podcast. And I see him in the green room. He's all smiles and shit because he knows I'm about to be like, "Can I get a discount?" I'm just saying, you know, I'll buy a gang of gear right now because, you know, with the way the world is changing now, where being fully vaxxed, it's about to go down, ladies and gentlemen. They're about to open the borders in Canada. So I'm about to travel. I'm looking at, you see that? That right there, fully vaxxed, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. Shane, you're an idiot.
Shane.
The name is not going to ever be Pond Blood.
Shane.
I swear to God. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, let's bring on Professor Kongo Kong of Professor Kongo Kong's Pro Wrestling Academy and Kick-Ass Wrestling Gear. Brother, welcome to the Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast.
Thanks, man. I feel like I'm in a popcorn match spot after listening to old Rob Kojo. He's a hard act. Oh my God.
Popcorn match.
I'm gonna be just a little more serious.
Oh man. All I know is that was the funniest shit we've had on the podcast in a very long time, man. I mean, we come on here, we joke, we shoot the shit, but that right there was like, that was fun. I mean, so are you watching this podcast? Like, do you have like a laptop or something open?
No, I'm watching from StreamYard, and it's got the actual feed going, and it has me sitting out to the side and says you're in the show, and it was saying I was in the back room or whatever that is.
Oh, okay. Because we're hearing a little bit of an echo from you.
Yeah, we're hearing a little bit of an echo.
No, just my good old phone. I don't know why I'd be doing that. I would ask if some earbuds or something would help, but I don't have any.
We'll work through it.
Not a problem. What we're going to do is this. Tony, you're the audio mix master. Let's go to a commercial break, and let's see if you can fix that. Ladies and gentlemen, we will be right back with Professor Kong. I'm digging that name, bro. Professor Kong. That's like some King Kong shit, but it's awesome.
See the picture I have on the site.
I'm looking at it. That's what's making me laugh. I want to put that as a picture for your. I was going to take that and make that the clip for the YouTube channel, but I was like, nah. So we'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen.
Professional wrestling is one of the toughest sports going today. If you ever dreamed of being a professional wrestler, then former WWE superstar and World Tag Team Champion Sir Mo of the famed tag team Men on a Mission invites you, yes, you, to join his Bumps and Bruises Academy. Now in 2 locations in Carrollton, Texas and Sherwood, Arkansas. Allow Sir Mo and his head coach, Dante Smiley, and other coaches to get you on the road to an exciting and rewarding career. Classes forming now for your shot. Contact Sir Mo at 704-819-7312 or fill out an information questionnaire now. Don't wait, make your dreams come true today by joining the Bumps and Bruises Pro Wrestling Academy.
Hi, this is James Beard with SWE Fury, and you're watching the Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast.
Man, it's crazy. I'm looking at Kongo. I'm looking at this website, man. It's crazy. So, tell us, brother, what's been going on with you?
Man, just really working, wrestling, and making gear. Well, not working, I guess. Working is wrestling and making gear, but coaching, wrestling, and making gear. So yeah, keeping a pretty full schedule, keeping busy, thank God. And just trying to go out and share my quote unquote gift with the world, if you will.
I like that a lot. I'm telling you, I'm very disappointed. I'm very disappointed. I'm very sad because for the last 2 years, not including COVID, I've been trying to get on a show that you were on. You work a show, and I'm booked to work that show. Like for instance, you worked in Indiana, and the promoter that you worked for booked me to work the same show, and I got hurt the night before and didn't make the flight out. So sad. So I'm excited because I get to work this show, and he sends me the flyer, and I'm like, "Oh shit, Kong is on the show." And then I'm talking to you, you're like, "I'm not on the show." I'm just like, there's this park here in Portland, and it's called Oaks Park. It's like an amusement park. They have like skating rink, and they have like roller coasters, all this cool shit. I've lived in Portland, Oregon for 15 years. And every year, this wrestling company that I work with would have a show at the park during like Memorial Day weekend or something. I was excited to work this show. every year something fucking happened, and we never went to this place. I swore that place never existed. That somebody was playing a cruel joke on me. Someone was regularly thinking that place existed, and it never was. If I didn't know you, I'd be like, "There's no such thing as Kongo Kong, bro. You guys were playing games with me because I'm never on the damn show with you."
Yeah, man. He asked me actually today if I could be on the show. So
what the hell?
Yeah, you're right, exactly. But I've been booked in Dallas at Sword. Sir Mo is
Stop.
a
Hold on.
promotion for. Huh?
Are you going to be at Sormania?
Yes, I am. For the second year in a row, I will be at Sword.
I quit. I was booked to defend the North American Championship at Sormania, and I got an opportunity to wrestle in Alaska on one night, in Indiana the next night. So you see, ladies and gentlemen, this is what I'm talking about. Kongo is running from me. He don't want to be in the same building with me. I get it, bro. I heard. I was supposed to be at Sormania.
I don't envy that travel schedule.
Neither do I. Sormania, SOAR is part of the OIWA organization, which I am the North American champion. See that pretty red belt right there?
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
So sad, bro.
Can't confirm that he exists.
God damn it, Jason! Look, sign guy, we don't care. Okay, I don't care, sign.
Yeah.
Bro,
So
you ever movie Boogeyman or Candyman? When you stare at me like Candyman, and he fucking comes out and kills you. That sign guy. You say his name 3 times, and he just monopolizes the show.
So, quick sidebar, if we can. So I was talking with Sign Guy just previously before we went on the air, and he wanted me to inquire about a certain incident that involved a emergency rescue and the possible cutting of some gear that you may have created for Mr. Sign Guy. What was your perspective of this incident, Professor Kong?
I was just glad that Sign Guy was okay. I remember the story about him splitting his head open and them having to cut the gear off of him, and he needed more. And that was my main concern. It always sucks when something happens to something that I've sold somebody or I worked hard on. But I guess at the end of the day, if I got your money, then I'm good. But I wanted my brother to be okay for sure.
That's crazy.
Absolutely.
Now, I mean, the term is okay. Being okay is relative when it comes to Sign Guy.
That's the truth.
Also true.
That is the truth.
No, man, one of the best people I've met in this business.
No, I joke around. I talk shit to him all the time, and I joke around. You joke with him, but Jason Sign Guy is one of the most amazing dudes you can ever have in this business. He's selfless. He's always about getting the show over. He's always about getting it over, even if it's at peril. He's just genuinely good guy. Sign Guy, don't you ever repeat that I'm saying this stuff on the podcast right now. But yeah, he's a good dude. I love him to death. I give him shit.
Yeah,
He's always like he's always there. He knows everything.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
So tell us about the academy. Tell us about where people can go and learn from you.
Man, it is located in beautiful, luxurious Bluffton, Indiana, which is actually 30 miles south of Fort Wayne, Indiana. So I'd say probably about an hour and a half, 2 hours maybe north of Indianapolis. Kind of, a little in the sticks, whatever. But, it's a place where you can come and I will teach you the ropes pretty much, and I start from the bottom up. And it's my goal to teach my students the business of professional wrestling. So rather than putting on a 6-week or 6-month academy style training class. I like for my students to be under me for 2 years, and to learn from me from 2 years. That way I can watch them and I can watch their progress, I can watch them grow. Because I feel like there's a lot of young people that come out of their schools, and I'm not trying to shade any school in particular or anything like that, but a lot of them come out with deer in the headlight syndrome, and I end up coaching them along the way anyway, it feels like. So I figure, hey, might as well, get a little scratch out of it, and run my own school. That way I can help my own young people from start to finish. And then, if anybody else wants to come and they feel like, there's something that they can learn from me, you have the opportunity.
I like that. And you know what? There's a link, ladies and gentlemen. You see that link? Go click on that link, like, click, and subscribe. If you want to become a professional wrestler, that is where you go in Indiana. Now, it just dawned on me. We have been on a show together.
Yeah.
You were the JCW champion at one time, World Championship Wrestling Heavyweight Champion. I've been on a couple of the JCW shows. As a matter of fact, The Gathering.
Okay.
I think I was on The Gathering with you at one time. Because I think you wrestled Corp. Or was it Tony? Maybe Tony. Because you were the heavyweight champion there for a while.
I've never wrestled Corp. Yeah.
So it must have been Tony.
4 years.
Oh, it's been a while.
It was Tony. I never wrestled Corp.
Yeah, it must have been. I knew I'd been on a show with you. It's been driving me crazy.
Right. The situation with Corp happened. And so then, Tony was the next guy in line. And, we had our battles and all that stuff, all that fun stuff. And then, I got my shot. I got my 4 years. So I was, pretty cool with that.
Yeah, and JCW is a crazy place to work, people. Like it's unlike any professional wrestling company I've ever worked for. It's crazy. But speaking of crazy, the fans have said his name so many times, over and over again, that he has now made his appearance, ladies and gentlemen. Sign Guy joins us. God damn it, Sign Guy.
How's it going, O?
I think Kong is there he goes. I thought it was frozen for a second.
There we are.
Ladies and gentlemen, the hashtag is real. Sign Guy is everywhere.
I am.
Sign Guy, you wearing a shirt?
Yeah.
You wearing a shirt?
Yes.
Oh,
I can appreciate this. I'm wearing my Troy Miller t-shirt.
I can't see it. There he is.
There he goes.
Wow. It does look like you're not wearing a shirt. Big
I know, right? I'm like, this isn't a podcast after dark, bro. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Sign Guy has invaded the podcast once again. Sign Guy, do you want to ask Kong any questions? I know you came on here because you wanted to ask him some questions. So go ahead and ask your questions away.
Not so much questions, but I want to let him know I will be wearing my brand new gear that he lovingly made for me this Saturday when I go back to Gouge. And I love you very much, brother.
Nice.
Oh man, I love you too. I hate you for that gear that you make. He has his whole body get up. He wanted gloves attached to the sleeves, and I'd never done that before. Like I think I'd done a pair of gloves like one time, and it was the hardest stuff. So if it looks a little wonky, I'm sorry. I'll do better next time now that I have a little experience under my belt. Or maybe when you tell me to do gloves, I'll tell you. Oh.
I knew you could do it because I said nobody could probably do this in my Kongo Kong and have it done in like 5 minutes. I knew you could do it. You did a beautiful job.
Look at that. A ringing endorsement from Sign Guy.
Sometimes it takes that it takes that courage to get up to the moment where I'm like, all right, I'm ready to do this. But once I set my mind to it, I've rarely had any instances where people were disappointed. So I'm extremely glad that you're happy with it.
Oh, absolutely. I showed it to some of the boys the other day. Everybody was in love with it.
Well, Shane has this to say about that.
Way.
Go ahead and disinfect my screen.
Shane, really?
I want to see him disinfect that screen and get the electric shock.
Well, Cheryl had this to say about your academy, Kong. She said, building better wrestlers.
Absolutely.
That's what we're talking about right here. That's what we're talking about, building better wrestlers.
And it's weird because I was joking with my current class, and I say I never get any blue chippers in here. I always get the people that they see me and they're like, well, if he can wrestle, I can wrestle, and I don't have an issue with that, because I believe in taking everybody's individual talents and building on them. So if you're an athlete, sure, we're gonna make you an athlete, but I'm gonna try to add some character to you. And if you are all character, which I have a kid who he goes by Nelson Edwin Robert Doolittle the Fifth, so Nerd 5, and he can make people like cry, just like just cutting a promo, talking about him or whatever. And he wasn't the most athletic kid, but like working with him, helping to build his confidence and get him out of his shell. I'm watching him grow and develop, and I'm really excited for his future. My other kid, Jensen, she's a girl who, if you look at her, you might think, okay, well, she's a big girl. I don't know what she can do, but like watching her wrestle sometimes, the stuff that she does, I'll tell her, hey, if I can do it, you can do it. And she does it. You know what I mean? Sometimes I have to talk her into stuff because she might have come in with a little bit of I guess a negative connotation. Maybe somebody said something to her or whatever, and say, oh, you shouldn't be doing that, or you should be this way, you should do this. No, we're gonna go out there and we're gonna have fun, we're gonna be a character, and we're gonna impress some people. That's what we're gonna do. That's what we're here to do. And I feel like if I don't give back some of the knowledge that I've attained over my going on 23 years, that I'm doing a great disservice to the wrestling business. The thing that allows me to not have to go punch anybody's clock. And I'm a gear maker and I'm a coach because I have professional wrestling. So if I don't give back, if I don't even continue to offer the young guys that aren't training underneath me, or the young people that aren't training under me, advice, letting them know, hey, if it were me, I would do it this way, and I try to be cool about it, because I realize that today's generation is a little bit different, and they're not quite as quote unquote tough as we were when I was coming up. I try to be soft about it and do it in a way that people can understand and grasp, and at the end of the day, feel better about it. So
constructive criticism.
And the best part about that is that you really are building better wrestlers that way. Some people don't thrive when you tear them down. Some people, they need someone to be straight up with them, teach them the way it's supposed to be, and not sugarcoating. You know what I mean? But you don't have to be an asshole to teach someone. And you're proving that. Like, you're proving the simple fact that, like, hey, you can be a down to earth guy who's going to be like, hey, I'm going to do what I can to help you learn how to be a better wrestler, be it your gimmick, be it as an athlete. Because let's be honest, ladies and gentlemen, you guys watch professional wrestling on TV every week. You guys go to the indie shows. You guys watch us and you see what we do. It is not easy. And we do this every week, week after week. Some of us 3-4 times a week. Myself, 3-4 times a week, I get to do it for you guys. And it's not easy. And not everyone can do it. And when I became a professional wrestler, someone had told me, the reason why the ring is up high. And I said, no, I don't understand why the ring is up high. She said, because the people that are sitting in the crowd are looking up to you. they want to see everything that you're doing. And it's not like, and ladies and gentlemen, don't get me wrong when I say this. Professional wrestling is not for everyone. Not everyone can do it. Trust me, not everyone can do it. And this man right here is living proof. He's teaching people to do it. I mean, I'm pretty sure he has some horror stories.
Yeah. I mean, and I even have a young lady. She just turned 18. She has Panda's disease, which comes with a lot of anxiety and a lot of not being real comfortable in the public eye. She also has tics, but she is coming in, and I'm telling you, she is kicking all the ass. And I'm so glad and so grateful, that I just have the opportunity to be in there with her and to, be the person who's saying, yes, you can do it. Because I don't know of a lot of people. A lot of people be like, yeah, no, I can't do that. Sorry. Hopefully you find a place that can. I don't want to be that guy. If you want to be a part of wrestling, I want you to be a part of wrestling. Now, I'm not saying that there's not some stuff that you have to endure, because as a professional wrestler, your opponent and your teammates even are entrusting you with their lives and their livelihoods in your hands. And so you have to show some level of not necessarily even physical toughness, but I would definitely say mental toughness to be able to last in this business. Like I always go back to and no shade to the Miz. I appreciate his work, and I've watched him for years, and I've never been like, oh, that was terrible. But the time that R-Truth went for the dive, and Miz kind of sidestepped him and kind of caught him basically with his hands instead of his body. I use that as an example because I don't want to see that happen. You know what I mean? I want people to go out and take care of themselves and each other, so that we all can turn around and do this the next day or the next week or whenever it is the appointed time that we're supposed to be doing it. If I'm safe and you're safe, then we can keep doing this. And it works out good for everybody. But if somebody goes out there and they have a little brain fart or whatever, then it hurts somebody.
I get one floor and I get black labeled.
What'd you say?
I dent one floor and you black label me, yo.
Oh, Sonic guy. No, I mean I totally get it. Like I was watching an episode of AEW Dark the other day, and like I said, I'm a 28-year vet in this business. I've been around for a long time, and I've seen a lot of crazy shit happen. Billy Gunn and his son were wrestling these two guys, and the guy, the young guy, he's like on House of Fire. He's just bump. But yeah, so Billy takes the bump to the outside, and the kid looks at him, and he's like, I got something for you, old man. He hits the rope, and he dives through. And Billy Gunn stepped to the side. And this kid hit the fucking guardrail head first. Boom! And he laid on the ground. I'm like, oh, shit. Like, that guy. This is on, like, TV. I'm like, oh, my God, this guy is dead. That is a no-no, ladies and gentlemen. You don't do that.
Yeah. I mean, I guess that's probably something he should have cleared with Billy first.
Yeah. He probably was like, "I'm gonna hit this dude right now." Billy's like, "Oh, fuck, you are."
Like, you're not. We didn't talk about this, and that's you have to think that Billy grew up in a way different generation when guys didn't take so many high risks, and
that's right.
I have to harp to these kids night and day. Hey, slow down. The reason you have that back pain, the reason why your leg is swollen up to twice the size it's normally supposed to be, is because you're doing too much.
Less is more.
Fans, I get it. They crave for us to go out there and kill ourselves, and it's fine if you want to do a cool stunt. Excuse me, as my dad would call it. Now and again, but to go out there and do it night in and night out, one, it wears your body out. That's the the worst part, I guess, the most affected part. Two, once they've seen it, and you do it again and again and again, you're deprogramming them to enjoy wrestling. You know, the actual entertainment part of wrestling.
The excitement is
I
gone.
just want to see people flip and die, and you know I'm over that. I'm 41 going on 42. I'm too old to be going out and doing all kinds of crazy stuff. Now, granted, you will catch me, doing a suicide dive, sometimes an over the top rope. I call it a fat man Undertaker dive because I just push the rope down and fall out. Or maybe a top rope splash or moonsault, But I realize that, there's a reason that I've been able to make it to the 22-year mark.
Exactly.
And it's because I don't go out there and whore out my body.
It's funny you say that too. During that tag match I had a couple months ago, well, about a year ago, I don't know why I did it, but in the middle of the match, I hit a fucking moonsault. The crowd went crazy.
We saw that match on the show, as a matter
exactly. And as I hit that moonsault, I'm in midair, and I'm like, "What the fuck am I doing?" I'm like, I'll be 47 years old in like 3 weeks, man. I'm never doing that crazy stuff. Yes, Cheryl, I have done a stupid dive off the top of the cage like Jeff Hardy. War Games matches, you'll see that happen once
Speaking
every.
of men who have jumped off cages.
Exactly. My tag team partner, Just Exciting.
There it is.
Hey, that's my buddy. I'm still waiting on that thigh measurement so I can get your stuff to you, man.
Bro,
I can't make it without the thighs.
Measure them thighs.
That's my tag team partner right there. Let me tell you about this cat. I know what you're going to say. He's going to be like, you never got back to me. I had to come home to the podcast, bro. See, look. There it is. That's my job, to jump off crazy shit.
Hey, if you're good with it, you know what I'm saying? And you're also good with a 5-year career.
See, here's the deal. He's the reason why I'm continuing in this business. He's the reason why I haven't hung my boots up, because he's my tag team partner. He's the young gun. He's the what do we call him back? What do they call him back in the day? He's the young blood. He's the young pup. He gonna do all the crazy shit. That's okay. He can do all the crazy shit.
Yep, you get back in the ring and reel him back in.
Yep. Like I'll hit you with the spine buster. He hit you with the 720. Man, he said thanks, gone.
Absolutely, man.
So yeah, man, before we let you go, I'm pretty sure you saw already earlier tonight our game got totally flipped on us.
Yep.
Everyone, look, let me tell you, we've had a lot of major people on this fucking podcast that try to change the show, and I do not let them get away with it. Rob, on the other hand, totally just changed it.
Yeah,
so, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, tonight we are going to play Team With, Feud With, or Fire. So, with that being said, it's a simple game. Basically, the rules are you can team with anyone in the industry, alive or dead, no matter who they are, no matter where they are. You can feud with the same thing, and you can fire any son of a bitch you want. Usually, I fire Sly Guy. He's on the air right now, so I can't fire him. But you can, like I said, you can fire anyone, any organization. You can fire Vince McMahon. You can fire Dixie Carter. You can fire anyone from Global Force Wrestling, anyone from Impact Wrestling, anyone from any. You can fire Mike King for booking you on the show that you ain't gonna be on this weekend. God damn it, Mike.
Man.
So yeah, Team With, Feud With, Fire.
You want to start off with firing?
Shit, go for it.
Let's see. Who would I fire?
I wonder if that's what Vince McMahon decides who's going to fire. He's just in his office like,
how far does your program reach? Let's start with that.
96,000 homes. Keep in mind,
that's
ladies and
just
gentlemen.
local TV.
Yeah, and keep in mind, this podcast is available on Apple, Google, Spotify, Amazon Music, Pandora, iHeartRadio, and all other major podcast forms. So everyone, their mama listens to it.
I'm gonna throw some playful shade, but whoever at AEW who don't book super heavyweights,
no shit.
Playful shade. I'm just saying.
Cody.
You guys can use a little different.
That's either Cody or QT Marshall?
No, it's QT Marshall.
Everybody, kind of has the same height and does the same thing, and they all slap their thigh and stuff like that. I think you need a couple more powerhouses in there to kind of make it that whole well-rounded wrestling show.
Yes.
Okay, next.
Okay, who'd you team with?
Who would I team with? That is a good question. I'd probably say Hulk Hogan, since he made all that money. And I mean, at the end of the day, that's kind of what it's about, making a living for your family and stuff like that.
True.
So I say him or John Cena, put me in that limelight, give me that rub. And yeah, let me let me get in on that action.
Okay. I got you. Get in on that good money. Okay, now with that being said, who would you feud with? I'm feuding with Sign Guy right now.
One of my all-time favorite wrestlers that I wanted to, be the Hulk Hogan to his Big Bad villain would be Big Van Vader. Rest his soul. I got to meet him one night, and he gave me a lot of sound advice on, how to be a good man and how to be sure-footed in the ring and make sure you take care of yourself. You might not have the best physique or whatever, but you can do things to ensure that you have a long career. And I really got a lot out of that. Just listening to him. But I've always felt like he was like the ultimate heel in wrestling, and like if you're gonna sell out a show, he'd be the guy that you'd want your baby face, to have to overcome. Another one would be obviously Andre Giant, another guy that I've idolized, and I collect some action figures, and I think I have maybe 8 versions of his action figures. So, yeah, another guy that I would love to listen to and drink a couple beers and just hang out with. And I heard he had issues with other big guys, and he would make their life live in hell in the ring and whatnot. But hey, whatever. Like, come on, I'm here for it, bro.
Man. After watching you work a couple times, who your style reminds me of? Bam Bam Bigelow.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I didn't hear anything you just said. It all sounds like
your style. After watching a couple of your matches, your style reminds me of Bam Bam Bigelow.
Thank you. I appreciate that. It's kind of a combination of those guys. Bam Bam, there's shades of Undertaker, Vader. Would I say Rikishi? Maybe not so much Rikishi, but still somebody that I idolize and look up to. It's funny because whenever I run into him at a show, he'll walk up to me and he'll introduce himself. Hey man, Junior, blah blah blah. Like, all right, Steve, nice to meet you. And then I'll go put on my makeup, and he'll be like, "Hey, what's up, Oos?" I'm like, "Yeah, okay. Thanks, bro."
I'm not gonna make fun of you. I'm not gonna make fun of that situation for the simple fact that I idolized the Great Muda, and I worked a show. I spent a weekend in San Francisco working this big show, and I was so excited to work. I was like, I get to see Muda. I get to meet Muda. Oh my God, I'm the biggest Muda market in the world. So I'm sitting at this bar. Me and Relic, we're sitting at this bar, and we're drinking. This stocky Asian dude walks up and sits next to us, right? And he's like, "How you doing?" And I'm like, "Great." "Want a beer?" He's like, "Yes." We're drinking beer and we're just shooting shots and everything. And I'm like, "Well, man, he goes, what are you doing the show?" And I'm like, "Oh man, I came to work the show this weekend, but my biggest excitement of the weekend was I will get to meet the Great Muda." And he's like, yeah. I'm like, yeah. He goes, oh, good luck, man. And he walks away. So that was Friday. That Saturday, we worked the show, and I see him again. But I'm like, who the fuck is this dude? Like, he's just chilling back here, you know? And like they're like, oh yeah, Muda's not working until Sunday. And I'm like, great. So Saturday night, we're back at the bar. Same little guy sits down next to us, and we start drinking again. And I realize, like, this motherfucker, he's looking at me and laughing at me. He's been teasing me all weekend about it. Sunday night, we were all dressed up, and after the show was over, I'm all like, God, I get to meet Muda. And Rella goes, you idiot. The whole weekend, the guy who was drinking with us was Muda.
That's awesome.
I'm like, I really am a fucking idiot.
That's okay, because there was a Border City Wrestling, which is Scott D'Amore's promotion in Canada, versus New Japan show. And actually, Tanahashi did the same thing to me. He came up and shook my hand when I was in plain face. And then when I put on makeup, he came up, shook my hand, and introduced himself again. And I was like, okay, you kidding with me right now? But anyway, fast forward to the after party at Scott's restaurant. And somebody's saying, yeah, Jushin Liger liked your match. And looking around because he didn't wrestle on the show. And I'm like, Jushin Liger's here? Jushin Thunder Liger. Are we talking about the same guy? Like, oh, what? And they're like, yeah, he's right over there. And I'm like, no way. And so I walk up to him, like, sir, can I have a picture? And he's like, absolutely. And so we go to take the picture, and he goes, oh, nice moonsault. And I was like,
Big Mark album. You back? He's like, oh my God, he liked my shit.
Having a fanboy moment.
Man, ladies and gentlemen, that tells you all professional wrestlers are marks for each other. We're fans for each other. It's crazy. So before I let you go, man, let's go ahead and plug some of your cool. Let's go ahead and plug some of your socials, man. So I know we were talking about where we can find you at the Real Kongo on Instagram or on Twitter. Instagram is Kongo SYRIS 78. On Facebook is Kongo Kong OSYRIS. Find it, ladies and gentlemen. You can find him at the Kong Pro Wrestling Academy. And is there anything else you want? Is there a Pro Wrestling Tees page you want to throw out there?
No, I don't have a Pro Wrestling Tees. I actually make my own shirts right now.
Shit.
Until I get that itch that I'd rather have somebody else do it, I'm just gonna stick with that because it's less tedious, and I realize that most pro wrestling fans are spur of the moment type people anyway. So it's best to just have some at a show and then let them buy them. But yeah, if you're looking for training, if you're in the Midwest, if you're not in the Midwest, let us know. I would love to be able to help anybody out. And then also, if you need wrestling gear, hit me up. You can catch me at either one of those spots on my Facebook. You can catch me under my regular Facebook at Steve Wilson.
I need that gear, bro. I need some gear. I'm about to hit up my tag partner right now. I'm like, bro, why don't you tell me you got gear from Kongo?
Send me that sketch. Yeah, he's got Egyptian based. I made him a whole little
thing
and everything. And yeah, I'm waiting. Like I said, Spence, I'm waiting on you with the time.
Put you out there, fool. You hear that, Spence? He put you out there, bro. Nah, but for real, man. I will tell you this. I am very close to the booker at BCW Worldwide. Like, I'm really close to him. Like, I can talk to him whenever I want. Surprise, bitches.
Not anymore.
So I'm really close to the booker at BCW Worldwide. Like, I can talk to him whenever I want. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit him up and say, hey, I understand that BCW Worldwide is opening back up in July. Why don't we have Kongo Kong come in and do a seminar?
I mean,
just saying,
man, I would love to come out there on the West Coast. I was supposed to come out last summer, but some other stuff came up, and life and circumstances and BS, whatever. But I'm still looking to get out there, and I would love to have the opportunity to come out and hopefully share some knowledge and hopefully learn some stuff.
Well, look, the booker just hit me up and said that you're booked. Oh shit! What the hell?
I don't even have to yell at that booker, and I'm not.
That guy is That guy is on point.
Well, that was quick.
I know, right? Look, Petro said he trained. Man,
hell yeah.
You already got one person for a seminar. Man, sign guy will come. That's for definite.
Oh yeah, if I was anywhere near me, I'm going to be there.
So yeah, man, it looks like all you gotta do is shoot that booker your phone number. I think he just sent you a message too. I'm pretty sure he can make it happen. Okay. And with that being said,
that sounds amazing. I appreciate it.
With that being said, man, thank you very much for joining us, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that, man. The booker is listening. That's right. Unlike the WWE bookers, guess what? The bookers at BCW, they listen to what the fans want. With that being said,
I appreciate that.
Thank you very much for joining us, brother. And you always got a seat at the table. Whenever you want to come back on, just let us know.
I appreciate it, bro. Thank you guys for having me. To all my friends and even the ones I've never met, WWE. There is a tomorrow, after the companies, you my baby. I was there, when you had one of your first matches, and so, you've done amazing, and so now it's time for you to go conquer the rest of the world.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, go check out my boy Kongo at OIWA SOAR Championship Wrestling presents SOAR Mania live in Dallas, Texas, June 17th. I'm sorry, no. It is June 17th. What the hell am I thinking?
Yeah, no, it's because 19th is on a Sunday.
That's right. But there's another show in Sherwood the next night.
Yes.
So go see some of the great superstars for OIWA. Go see OIWA champion Dante Smiley, the international champion. Unfortunately, your boy, the franchise North American champion, won't be there, but shit. Go see the show, ladies and gentlemen. This has been your boy, the franchise. Thank you very much for joining us, Kongo Kong. Ladies and gentlemen, we will be right back with more of the Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast.
Professional wrestling is one of the toughest sports going today. If you ever dreamed of being a professional wrestler, then former WWE superstar and World Tag Team Champion Sir Mo of the famed tag team Men on a Mission invites you, yes, you, to join his Bumps and Bruises Academy. Now in 2 locations in Carrollton, Texas and Sherwood, Arkansas. Allow Sir Mo and his head coach, Dante Smiley, and other coaches to get you on the road to an exciting and rewarding career. Classes forming now for your shot. Contact Sir Mo at 704-819-7312 or fill out an information questionnaire now. Don't wait, make your dreams come true today by joining the Bumps and Bruises Pro Wrestling Academy.
Hi, this is James Beard with SWE Fury, and you're watching the Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast.
And we are back at the Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast, man. Look, Kongo's a great dude. And it just dawned on me that, we were supposed to be on the same show again. God damn it.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I wanted to go ahead and bring this up real quick since he mentioned SOAR Mania. If you are in the Dallas area,
that's right, ladies and gentlemen.
Purchase those tickets, and that will be on Friday, June 18th, 7:30 p.m. bell time at Pro Touch Indoor Soccer. And
look at the card. I'm gonna tell you right now, the OIWA International Heavyweight Championship was on the line as my boy, prime time Dante Smiley, champ is what they call himself, the hardest worker in the room, defends his championship against Austin Aries, and the man that I beat in the finals to become the OIWA North American champion. I'm talking about the SOAR Championship Wrestling Heavyweight Champion, the last hot stepper, defends his championship against The big bad booty daddy, because he just reminds me he just reminds me of fucking Scott Steiner. I'm talking about Alex Hammerstone.
A much more I don't know if sane is the right word,
I don't know
but
about saying.
but yeah,
not
Hammerstone
Steiner,
against
man.
DJ Brown. You got
That's right.
Kongo Kong on the show. That's going to be a loaded event. Or
Let me tell you something about that kid at the bottom right hand corner. AJ is the future. The kid is 15 years old.
15 years old.
He is fucking phenomenal. Then you got the Diamond Queen right there. You know, she's a friend of the channel. And the Sword Mania, Sword Championship Wrestling, OIWA, like it is what professional wrestling is supposed to be. Just saying.
Absolutely.
With that being said, Sign Guy.
Yeah.
We're gonna give you the boot. Thank you for joining us, brother. It's always a pleasure to have you on the show. But you know
My
what?
pleasure.
Get the fuck out.
Hey, O's gone. I can just bounce now.
Bye. We love Sign Guy on this show. I love messing with Sign Guy. He's a good dude. He's a good egg. He gets on my fucking nerves. Anyway, but let's bring a friend of the channel. This man is our combat sports aficionado. But tonight, he's going to join us because we are going to talk about the mass firings of the WWE today and what we think is going to happen. Ladies and gentlemen, you can find him on Twitter. You can find him on YouTube. You can find him on his own podcast, According to Woods. Ladies and gentlemen, Adam Woods.
Hi.
Welcome, brother. How you doing?
I got my eye on you guys.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, man. No, holy smokes, man. I didn't think they would get rid of the polisher that is Braun Strowman, but damn it, I am so... Not to say that I'm glad that anybody got fired. That is not at all what I'm saying, but like Strowman is kind of trash. So I'm glad.
Yeah.
I'm so glad. Everybody else, and here's the crazy thing about it, right? Where I know Ruby Riott, the former Heidi Lovelace, right? Right? She's gonna be fine, right? You put her in Impact, you put her in hell, I might even think that she might be doing some international stuff once everything kind of opens back up.
Honestly, I would not be surprised if AEW makes a play for her as well.
How could you not? Like her, and Lana is going there, right? Because of Miro. It's just, that's a layup, right? So, and good on her, right? Because I do think that she has something to bring to the table. Maybe not in the wrestling capacity. Nobody's clamoring, much like Eva Marie, right? Nobody's clamoring to see an Eva Marie match or a Lana match. But she did get over this past year, and they basically done her booty. This garbage, right? They gave her spot to Charlotte and what have you. So I think it's actually good. Wesley, what's it? It's not Blake, it's the other one. Right? Murphy. He's great. His finish, oh my God, it is probably
sick.
He is, and they've given him consistently not even chicken shit. Like it was just like elephant, like piles of elephant dung, right? And he has, whether it's Blake and Murphy, who'd have thunk that, out of those two, that was a promising young tag team, right? And Bliss is the only one. And I'm not saying Bliss isn't talented, because she absolutely is, but who'd have thought that she'd be the one who stays and those guys get the boot, right?
Wait. Let's talk about this real quick, because this is blowing my fucking mind. Aleister Black, Tommy N. Aleister Black, phenomenal. Okay? You get rid of Aleister Black. You get rid of Buddy Murphy. Buddy Murphy, he is fucking amazing.
Mm-hmm.
You fire Samoa Joe. Okay? You get rid of all of these top... You get rid of the fucking Iconics. Right? You get rid of all of these major people that are drawing like money to you. People that are over, the fans want. And you keep Jackson Riker. What the fuck is going on there?
How?
No, again, what the people want versus the if it hasn't been just abruptly kind of there. They don't give a damn, right? The smiles on people's faces, we thought it was ours. The smiles on the faces are of those in the WWE, whether it be Vince, whether it be Steph, whether it be Triple H. Hell, actually, not even Triple H, because he spent, at minimum, right, most of the talent that went down to NXT, the Kevin Owenses, the Sami Zayns, the Shinsuke Nakamura's, the Kentas, all of these people, right? That, obviously, who do we have from that indie? Tommy End, right?
Yeah.
The former NXT champion, right? I think Jason Hyde over in the UK, he basically said, if you can't make a star out of Tommy End,
right?
Are you even in wrestling, bro? Like, what the hell, right? And that's not a failure of Tommy's. That's a failure of you, and especially, getting ticket sales.
That's one possible theory, but this is the one that I think we were going to bring up.
Give it to him, Tony. You know this.
This is the one. Yeah. This is the one.
Now,
Timbo, I'm just saying.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, I will tell you this. I have a degree in business and finance. I know business. I know how to run a business. I know how to make a business profitable. Okay. Now, this is the way businesses work. This guy, Nick Khan is a deal maker. He is a shark. He is a guy who convinced the WWE to sell the network to the Peacock network for $1 billion fucking dollars. Like, this dude is a money maker. He knows how to make money. Now, before we start, say this. Everyone is saying, oh my God, the WWE is getting rid of all these people so they can save money. You literally just made like $100 billion. This is the first time in 30 years that you have been like so high on all the money you've made. There's no reason to fire people. Like, you got so much money. It's ridiculous. But if you guys think about it, 3 months ago, there was this major report that Stephanie McMahon and Triple H sold off $2 to $5 million of their shares. Now, he brokers over to Universal Peacock Network. He's building, and then all of a sudden 60 employees get fired. Not laid off, not for fired. Wrestlers like Braun Strowman, who had $1 million contract. I mean, he made $1 million a year. He gets released. They release Lana, who has so many fucking followers on Twitter. It's ridiculous. She's a social media giant.
Yep.
She can't wrestle for shit, but she's a social media giant. Aleister Black, you literally had him a fucking program last week. Even he said on Twitter, wow, I did not see this coming. So you fire him. Okay. Ruby Riott, another amazing athlete. You fire her. Santana Garrett, let's just talk about it. She's not making $1 million with WWE. So fire her. How's that going to save you any money? Right. Doesn't really matter. That's pocket change to Vince. So they get rid of Santana Garrett. They get rid of Murphy. They get rid of, like they get rid of Samoa Joe. They get rid of who else they get rid of this year? They got rid of a lot of big name talent to save money.
Yeah.
Now,
and
ladies and gentlemen,
apparently
you're
there's more
about
coming.
to sell a business. Well, yeah. There's still more coming. By tomorrow, there'll be another 60 people released.
You think it was 60?
When you, yeah, it was 60. But keep in mind, because there's backstage people like Nick Khan decided to take half the writers and get rid of half the writers. He got rid of half the people who were doing social media stuff. He got rid of half the people that were doing merchandising. Like you're slimming down your business. Now, ladies and gentlemen, when you slim down your business, you're making the business look more profitable so you can sell it.
Yeah.
So what does that sound like? Vince has already sold off the network to the Peacock network.
Yep.
Vince, Stephanie, and Triple H are selling off shares. The WWE's numbers are so low on TV. SmackDown is the only show that's actually drawing numbers. NXT is losing people, and NXT is way better than both products. So what does it sound like? It sounds like WWE will be NBC Universal. Nick Khan, he's a shark in the business world.
Yeah, he was an attorney.
Yes, he knows he makes the best deals. So by making the best deals, to me, it sounds like they're about to sell the WWE. I mean, this dude's been with the WWE for what, fucking 3 months? And he's
Yeah,
already
you know where he was at previously?
Where?
He used to work for ESPN as the executive vice president of content.
Boom.
Wow.
So, ladies and gentlemen, the rumor mill, like Timbo said, Tim is one of our other producers. The rumor is that WWE is selling to NBC Universal.
That was our thought as well.
Yeah, and every major wrestling organization, network, podcast, insider, they're all talking about it. It's going to happen, ladies and gentlemen. And look, the next rumor is that Keith Lee is next.
I haven't heard anything about that.
I unfortunately believe it. Right? If Samoa Joe is gone, there's no way Keith Lee. I'm not to say that Keith Lee had more of an upside than Joe, because Keith Lee hasn't had the career that Joe has. You know, Joe has a lot more miles on him, but also a lot more credibility with him than Keith Lee had, which he at large, if you didn't see, you know, the PWG or the stuff that he did in Texas, you would have just thought he was an NXT guy, right? So, and he only had a short run with the title before he got called up, and then they put him in this like weird unitard whatever, you know. So yeah, I'm as sad as it would be, it'd be and you know, they would do some like messed up shit where, you know, they keep Lee, I mean, they let go of Lee but leave Mia Yim, right? Or the same thing with Alistair, you know, and Zelina, his wife, came back, right? And then they let him go.
She's back, but she's not back. She came back to do some content for them, but I don't think she's back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, look at all the people that got rid of Cardona, you know, Peyton Royce. It's so crazy, man. CM Punk had this day. You know, the dynamic where CM Punk came out there and talked shit.
Well, the thing about it is,
he did that whole pipe bomb thing. Basically, he just said to WWE, "Go ahead."
Punk was right the whole time. This whole, you know,
WWE. Yeah, he was.
They've lied to us, right? You know, they said that they didn't give him his walking papers on his wedding day, or everything is coincidence. Think of all the times that they've basically responded that as a plausible theory, you know, as a mea culpa to us as fans. They're real good people. Be a star. Look at how the countless initiatives, right? Mental health awareness, and, you know, what the breast cancer awareness, right? But we'll like fire people that have ailments. Apparently, Braun might have not been good with the medical tests, right? There might have been something that we might not know of, that might, you know, that obviously Braun might be keeping close to the vest, pardon the pun, right? But yeah, it's just not, you know, it's almost like like Tito Ortiz, right? Yeah. Tito Ortiz, he's somebody that, unfortunately, the few dealings that I've had with him, total disclosure, he's been nothing but a gentleman, right? But what he purports himself to be and whatever, you know, he's very against people, you know, like that don't do their jobs, right? And he folded. He tapped out to his damn job.
Oh yeah, he was the pro-term mayor. That's right.
Right, in Huntington Beach, the city where he claims and he loves and whatever. But that's it, right? So it's crazy because the WWE, they've been basically entrusting us with crap product, right? In Raw, You could argue SmackDown, but not so much. NXT has been great. NXT UK is phenomenal because Vince doesn't have his hands in it. But you know what? I would not be surprised that they just like shut down, what's it? Nick Khan shuts down NXT UK.
He's doing so much. I mean, look, it made me laugh because this morning when they were like releasing people, Tommy N, otherwise known as Aleister Black, said he had no idea. Fucking the WWE creative had no idea he was getting fired. Like they literally ran a storyline on Friday. They have a fucking T-shirt, a coming soon T-shirt on the WWE merch shop. Like, how do you just you create a T-shirt like you're gonna sell merchandise and you just fucking fire the guy on the down low? Like he don't even know he's getting fired. Like these people are so ridiculous. This is why Raw fucking sucks. Literally, Raw dropped 1 point. I think Sean Ross Sapp at Fightful said that the WWE viewership for Monday Night Raw for the 31st, their third hour drop off, they dropped 1.168 million people in the third hour. Dude, how do you fucking lose that many people?
That's not doing. Like, just not doing anything. Like, you don't give a damn. You really don't give a damn. And, honest to goodness, right? Like, if people are paying, right, for your product, no matter what product you do, and there's no quality control, there are some people and some companies, some entities that, like, no, they have a sense of pride that no matter what, we're going to do the best thing that we can do, right? Unfortunately, the WWE doesn't seem like it's that. And there's bright spots of the NXT UK and NXT main show, right? But it seems like everything that Vince seeing the Dana White money that Dana got for the 4 billion, share. I mean, sell off of the UFC, right? Mm-hmm. You saw that, and that's all he's into. Is just, I gotta beat Dana, right? I gotta beat the UFC. He might not actually say it, but peripherally, that's what he's thinking, right? He wants to be that. He wants to be of the level of the NFL, NBA, whatever. But again, crap product that he himself has total control.
Yeah, switching over to Friday night, right before a pay-per-view was, it was necessary because they were going up against the NBA playoffs, but at the same time, probably not the most ideal time to switch your time slot, and apparently they're going to be doing it again this week as well. So.
No, this week they actually promoted the fuck out of it, so they're going to draw people. Now, I will say this. Everyone I know in a certain group bashes AEW because the leader of the group is like a fucking WWE like loyalist. You can never find anything wrong with the WWE. Now AEW only having 500,000 views this week. That's still better than NXT. That's still better than. And here's the thing, storyline wise, the WWE can't remember a storyline. Vince McMahon treats fans like we're fucking stupid. Like for instance, Colonel Aziz, that's his name, right? Colonel Aziz is a African general or some fucking weird shit, right? Are we not supposed to remember that he was like
Raw Underground?
He was the Raw Underground guy under Dabba-Kato. Omos. People think, all of a sudden he's this guy. Don't you remember he was the fucking bouncer? Like, Vince thinks that people are stupid. You bring in a guy, you change your name on TV. Like, I'm gonna always remember this person as this person. And if you want to get technical, let's talk. You got the Raw, you got the women's tag team champions, Natalya and Tamina. The women's tag team division on Raw and SmackDown consists of 6 people. 6.
Pretty much.
6.
Yeah.
You got all that all that women talent in NXT. You got all those women in NXT UK. Why not just have one set of tag team champions? Because now you got an NXT UK tag team champions. You got an NXT champion. You know, like it's stupid. They need to consolidate some of these belts and have one women's champion, one women's tag team. I guarantee you by the end of summer, there'll be no Raw or SmackDown. There'll just be one brand.
Yeah, again,
Nick Khan's going to be getting rid of a lot more people, so you can expect half the NXT UK roster to be gone.
Assuming that they're going to be anything, there's going to be an NXT UK.
Exactly, you can expect half of NXT to be gone. I mean, this promotion, you know, all I can say is this company. Like, you fire people during a pandemic because you're trying to save money. Yeah, it's the biggest it's the biggest profit you've made in the history of your company. America is appalled by the simple fact that a journalist went over to Saudi Arabia and got killed.
Dismembered, yep.
And then WWE goes over there and says, "Fuck it, let's do some shows."
That was what turned me off to them pretty much permanently.
And then here's something that a lot of people are kind of like not talking about, but I'm going to bring it up. You got Dexter Lumis and Indy Hartwell. Dexter Lumis is stalking Indy Hartwell, right? That's the gimmick. Dexter Lumis is a stalker, right?
Yeah.
Didn't fucking Daria just have a stalker break in her house?
Oh yeah. No.
So why are you promoting that? Like, what the fuck?
Be a star, bad blood. Be a star.
You're right. Be a star. Yeah, be a star. You got all the talented women, yet you're putting the emphasis on Eva Marie coming back. You fire all the talented guys, and you got a racist like Jackson Riker still working for you. At least they got rid of Drake. At least they got rid of the fucking racist referee. At least they got rid of that guy.
Drake Wirtz.
Don't even say that the guy's last
And
name.
apparently he's already got a booking with one of these merch stores in New York. So I'm like,
I've known him from the Indies. Drake Younger was a piece of shit then. He's a piece of shit now. Those are my views, not the views of the Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast.
He wants to believe in something, right? What?
Sure.
People have beliefs. That's what they are. Now, when they infringe on other people, when he like literally lambasts you at a workplace, that, like he said, he knew it was coming. Of course, like go to work at Walmart, right? And I mean, I used to work at a FedEx office, right? And there was a gentleman of Muslim, belief system and what have you. And at a certain time, he had to pray, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, what Wirtz did was just like storming out of his prayer or making a big deal of it, right? Telling people that they were wrong. Like, you don't do that. If you want to believe the earth is flat, the steel, stop the steel, go for it, man. I mean, again, you lest we forget, who is the major campaign financer of the organization and became, a small business. Well, she was a small business chair before it, in one Linda McMahon, right?
That's right.
They were getting chummy in the Oval Office. Have you ever seen Vince in the Oval Office pre-Donald Trump?
True.
So again, we're not, and again, what you feel, like, it's a belief system. You don't have to agree. That's one thing that I have learned over this last 14, 16 months. Vaccine, no vaccine. COVID, no COVID. It's a hoax. It's real. I know people that have been affected positively and negatively by any given ideology, right? So I don't think it's a time where we like crap on other people's beliefs. That's not cool, right? What you want to identify as, I might not understand. That's it. I'm not, explain it to me, please. But again, let's just respect each other. So with Wirtz, That's it. But I also secretly hope that Wirtz and Dana Warrior start a podcast. Not to say I'm going to watch it or listen to it, but imagine like Drake's like the council meeting promo that he did, and Dana Warrior's account of the Warrior wrestling array demons in the house. Oh God,
Yeah,
sign me up. Sign me up.
For those of you that don't watch Dark Side of the Ring, so apparently Jim Hellwig / Warrior, all that what do we even call it? Mindset? His mindset.
Dextrosity, damn it.
Dextrosity. Apparently that came from him being married to Dana Warrior. Apparently she was the one who was filling his head with all that stuff. By all accounts, even though he was, might have had, we all have anxiety issues from, time to time. That's, it happens.
Yeah, I've been dealing with depression.
By all accounts, when he was married to his ex-wife, apparently he was still somewhat. I mean, he was still an asshole, but he was still somewhat normal. Just huge ego. No, all the other stuff came afterwards. So, for those of you who don't watch the show, I mean, yeah, that's basically what we're making reference to.
You know what's
Yeah.
funny?
Well, no, but the Dana Warrior, you know that deal. This just happened like a month or so ago.
Oh no, I know.
Yeah, okay, but no, man, Tony, you're looking mighty dexterous today.
There's so many people that are losing their shit right now about what's going on.
Yeah,
the Riot Squad has been ripped apart. Fuck you, WWE. Like Twitter is just going crazy right now.
Yeah, Liv. Okay, here's the crazy thing. Apparently Liv Morgan, right, the only remaining member of the Riot Squad, she wants out. Right, she wants out. Rightfully so. This is somebody that you did a whole.
They're gonna team her with Naomi next week.
But okay. Aleister Black ran promos on Friday. Not that any of this matters. Like, you're assuming all of it matters. It doesn't. The Rock said it best. It doesn't. Yeah, it does not matter, right? And the fact of the matter is, again, be a star. But they release an hour-long documentary on one Liv Morgan. For what? What championship has she won in the WWE? What promo has she? What amazing match can you go, oh my God, Liv Morgan? But they still did an hour documentary, which was, it was there, right? But this is also somebody that had a rough childhood, has mental illness and whatever, and you're gonna fire her two friends?
Right.
Like, what are we doing?
Least one good thing happened about this whole firing of everybody getting fired.
They're not in the WWE.
They can go somewhere where they'll be fucking appreciated. I was looking at something. It made me laugh. It really, really made me laugh because there's this meme going on, and it says the contract says Khan on it, but it doesn't say Tony. It says Nick. That's the New Japan gimmick. Now, here's the thing about New Japan. New Japan goes to WWE, right? Let's just say, for instance, that New Japan signs an exclusive deal with WWE. We're gonna have Hideo Itami versus Kenta. And you know how Vince is with his stereotypes. You'll have Kenta going there and talking about I chop your pee because Vince thinks that's funny. Yeah. And totally just disrespect the whole culture of New Japan Pro Wrestling. So people are losing their shit behind this whole thing, and now that a lot of these people are fired, are gone. Can you imagine some of the matchups you'll get? Aleister Black versus John Moxley. Aleister Black versus Kenny Omega.
Dude, Like
Braun
what's it?
Strowman and fucking Miro. Okay, I had to throw one shitty one in there.
One thing that I did. So one thing that was noted. Apparently, Kenny Omega has been angling for a long time to get a match with Buddy Murphy. So
Buddy Murphy versus anyone in AEW right now.
yeah.
Can you imagine?
Kenny Omega doesn't do it for me.
Even Buddy Murphy,
No, I understand.
Buddy Murphy versus Otani versus the Rainmaker.
Oh, Okada.
Dude, him and Okada will fucking tear it up.
Yeah, but okay, so
Him and Jushin Liger, like what the hell?
Wait,
bring the Liger
Liger's
back out of
retired.
retirement. Bring him out of retirement. That'd be great.
I don't want that.
But yet the WWE has Cardi B hosting SummerSlam.
No, again, okay. What more can be done, right? Of a New Japan relationship, like you don't think Shinsuke's there and like, yo, look at me. You think that they're gonna treat you well? No. Okada still has PTSD of the TNA run where he was Kato,
Yeah, exactly.
right? So, like, no, I don't take my money. Okay, no, I respect it, Shane.
I'll take Shane.
I was actually wanting Pac to win this last pay-per-view. I was pissed he didn't.
Glad you brought that up.
Yes.
Glad you brought that up. So
he's doing the best work that he has in his entire career.
Yeah, I agree.
So look, the WWE has released Mickey James, Lana. They released the Iconics, Heidi Lovelace, Chelsea Green, Santana Garrett, Ava Story. I mean, I've known her for a while under another name. But the WWE has, in the last 45 days, have released 11 very talented women. 11. Not including the fucking guys that they released.
Again,
like, dude, are you serious?
Again, this is the same company that did an all-female women's pay-per-view, or like an all-female pay-per-view, as, again, I like to use the term of mea culpa mania, do mea culpa mania that the women couldn't go and get the Saudi blood money, right?
Yeah.
That was it. They went after the Jamal Khashoggi dismemberment. They went, but also, you know, the Middle Eastern country, they're not keen to women's rights or anything like that. Like, you know, I obviously don't know enough about it, but from what I've heard, not good. So they do an all-female deal, right, a pay-per-view, and then go to them like, we're not doing that again because it didn't do a good rating. When does it care? Like, the Raw rating. What the hell?
No shit.
They don't care.
You lose over 1 million people, and you're gonna complain about the women's thing.
Right.
You know what? That women's pay-per-view would have fucking drew a lot more. Look at Shine and Shimmer. Those shows are off the hook.
Yeah, they are.
You know the problem with the WWE is that Vince McMahon doesn't like women. He likes blonde, big titty women who have fake boobs, who have no personality. His whole thing is making women a sexual object. Some of these women are fucking so talented. Like, some of these women can out-wrestle some of the dudes. Heidi Lovelace, Ruby Riott can fucking out-wrestle 90% of the guys on the roster.
And unfortunately, it's not just Vince. A big
Oh,
part
no,
of
it's
that
John
was
Laurinaitis.
also, I was going to say, John Laurinaitis was very, very much responsible for
But,
enabling
no.
that.
But look, here's the thing. Vince wasn't in the meeting. John Laurinaitis wasn't in the meeting that all these people got fired. It was Nick Khan.
That's right.
Nick Khan headed the meeting and fired all these fucking people.
Yeah.
So here you got a guy who knows nothing about wrestling, firing super talented individuals and keeping the shitty ones.
He's a lawyer.
He probably just watched the rise and fall of the AWA. He knows about the high flyers and jumping Jim Brunzell, pre-Killer Bees. What are you talking about? Besmirching the name of Nick Khan.
Nick Khan did a podcast, an interview, and said that the WWE, he is venturing into the world of professional wrestling for the first time in his career. So here you got a guy who knows nothing about this. Is like, remember when WCW fucking hired Jim Herd, the fucking the guy who ran a hamburger stand or some shit?
Put some
Pizza Hut
respect
guy,
on
yeah.
Pizza
Yeah.
Hut's name.
Like he knows nothing about fucking wrestling, but if you want to throw a pie around, he knows how to throw a fucking pie around.
Hey, if it's not here in 30 minutes, it's free. Do you know how fat I got because of that? I purposely give him the wrong address, and I'm like, no, it's here. But
Man,
I'm just saying.
I don't understand it. I don't understand it. I don't understand why people are so behind the WWE.
But the fact of the matter is, like, we're assuming, like, do you think Vince in his like kind of I don't know Rasputin like slumber of all 20 minutes in the last 70 years gives a shit? Do you think Nick Khan is losing sleep over this? No,
Vince gives two fucks. Absolutely. He gives two fucks about what you.
I don't even think he gives that money. You know, all of it is good shit, pal. He's in green. He's a billionaire, right?
Agreed. Let's go through these comments here real quick. Shane, Alistair AAA against Andrade.
Oh my God! I forgot all about Andrade.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
No, I mean you're speaking my language here. Yeah, really, Alistair Black against pretty much any recent free agent. Sign
Alistair
me up.
Black versus Darby Allin.
Hey.
Nah, I mean, I'd say Alistair's or Tommy and Samoa Joe. Blake, I mean, I could run some of those back. I think Tommy N versus Mox would be amazing. Tommy and Pac, I think we've already seen it in the PWG or Beyond or what have you. But is Dizzy? You'll always have the diehards. No,
yes.
100%.
Yep.
But yeah, do they like Grey's Anatomy, right? Grey's Anatomy is a show that has been on the air for a while, over a decade, right?
I fucking hate that show.
I love it. How to Save a Life, like all that shit. Right? Like, don't even like. I'm in, right? But they could switch the characters, like the original cast from. I mean, they spun it off. They spun it off into like Private Practice and another damn show, and even the spin-offs aren't even here anymore. They went 14 seasons. Thank you, Cheryl. No, 14 seasons, right? Interchangeable.
That's getting Law and Order esque.
Right.
That's some NCIS type of shit.
Right, but again, a product that yes, they do have a loyal fan base, but they leave you like you are rewarded for your patronage of that show if you like that deal. Okay. The WWE isn't that way, right? They don't give a damn. They just think that we're just gonna, it's the Tommy Dreamer promo for the Sandman. Thank you, sir. Can I have another? That's what they think we all are, right? They're just caning us. They're just caning the shit out of us, and we're taking it.
It reminds me of, so you just brought up Tommy Dreamer. It reminds me of a Terry Funk ECW promo that he cut on Tommy. It's like, Tommy, I love you. I'd love to kick you right in the balls.
That's a Terry Funk promo. Yeah. No, but here's the thing, right? The CM Punk pipe bomb promo has never been more true than it is today. Everything CM Punk said, whether you hate CM Punk, love CM Punk, it makes no difference. That dude was a curbside prophet with his hand in his pocket, waiting for his rocket to come. He was absolutely right. We should call him Punkadamus because, like, what
Punkadamus.
Yes, not dumbass or Dumas, but which is the last name of the person he was with before AJ Lee, Amy Dumas. But yeah, well, it's it, right? They are a horrible deal, right? So here's the fact of the matter. If you really want your voice heard, right? The same thing that's going on with the Edges and the AMC and the Dogecoin to the moon, right? If you want your voice heard, screw the t-shirts. Buy some stock. Buy some WWE stock. If I don't like what UFC's doing, guess what? Parent company, Endeavor. They're publicly traded company. Got some of them. Got some WWE. Bellator, Viacom. Got them. You actually will have a say.
Look, here's I feel bad for folks who want other promotions to fail because they're blind loyal to the
I don't
WWE.
get that. I
Oh,
really don't
you
get
know what?
that.
Let me tell you, I got one person in mind. I'll put his fucking name out there right now. Travis motherfucking Berry. Raven Travis Berry. He is in our fucking chat group and he shits on AEW constantly. AEW has a good show. He always, literally, he is the epitome of a fucking hater. You know what a hater is? A hater is a fan in denial because he will literally find shit at 3 fucking a.m. and post it in our chat group about how horrible AEW is. Why are you looking for it? Because you are a fucking fan in denial. You're such a blind follower of the WWE. They can't do anything wrong, even when they do somebody do something shitty, like the fucking zombie thing 2 weeks ago. You praised it. Well, you know, it was made for TV and people love it because it was fucking great on TV. Really? Because every major television network talked shit about how horrible that was, the stupidest fucking thing to sit wrestling back 30 fucking years.
Yeah, but there was something on the AEW pay-per-view. Even though it was
the situation where Chris Jericho fell into some what do you call it, into some cardboard. People
that was the blood and guts. But there was something that happened at this pay-per-view.
He should have just fell and died. Like really? Why would you want some shit like that?
But there was something at the placement of the match, right? The placement of, like, the title match should have been the last match, right?
Oh, yeah. Yes.
But they ran the Stadium Stampede, and again,
yes,
there's so many, and again, I want AEW to succeed. I'm by no means a hater, right? I think everybody should watch what they want to watch. If you don't like what you're watching, rather than complain about it and get on the Twitter machine or whatever, jump into another stream. There's YouTube. There's podcasts. The people crap on Rogan. There's millions of podcasts, just like the Roundtable right here. They kick it live every single week to give you guys what you deserve, the Roundtable Network. So again, if you're sick of other podcasts, go ahead and tune into this one, and kicking it live on every streamable platform there is. But I digress. If you don't like it, don't watch, right? But
exactly.
Not to say that even if you patron it and you're hard on the paint for something, not to say it doesn't have its faults. Like the fact that AEW pretty much hedged their bets that they will always run Vegas for Double or Nothing, right? Mm-hmm. It was a casino themed show in Jacksonville, Florida. What are we doing?
True.
Like the commentators behind them, this is the best podcast, 100%. I also have a podcast. It's this one here. I'm not as good as these guys up here.
Bullshit.
But I do okay. I do okay.
You are great on your podcast. I listen to that shit every day, according to Woods, ladies and gentlemen, every day.
Thank you, guys. No, but yeah. I mean, just don't watch. Like what you like. There's tons of shit that you like. I hate when people are like, I don't watch wrestling because of the WWE. No, if you want the strong style shit, there's New Japan. I love turning people into new wrestling or whatever and if I show you this and it's the thing that you said you like, don't say you don't like it because of the WWE or AEW or New Japan or whatever.
Adam? You know what I like about you? And this is the reason why I love having Adam on the show. Because Adam don't give a fuck. Adam likes wrestling. Mm-hmm. As a matter of fact, we're in a WWE producers group, like where guys talk about the WWE constantly. And let me tell you something about Adam. He fucking hates Raw. He hates SmackDown. He hates NXT. But he fucking loves NXT UK.
Fuck yeah, I do. Oh, I love it. Oh,
and people talk so much shit about, well, those guys fucking suck. No, you know what? Let me tell you something. As a professional wrestler, as someone who runs a professional wrestling organization, who has been in this business for almost 30 fucking years, I know the insides and outs of the business. I'm not a armchair quarterback, so to speak. I'm not someone that just knows someone that works in the business. So I feel like I am a insider. I am a fucking insider. I know how it is to run a show every week, 52 fucking weeks a year. Rain, sleet, snow, hail, thunderstorms, tornadoes, fucking blizzards. We still, BCW Worldwide runs a show every fucking week. And you know, it is hard to run a weekly episodic television show. Ask Tony. We've both had fucking breakdowns, like legit nervous fucking breakdowns at shows. Because ask Timbo. Tim knows we've had these fucking breakdowns on shows. You know what I'm saying? So we know. So for someone to criticize a promotion or criticize someone for the way they're running their multi-million-dollar product, I say go fuck yourself. But I digress. The whole thing is this. Adam loves NXT UK because he loves wrestling.
Yep.
Wrestling. I love AEW because it's wrestling. It's not sports entertainment. The WWE clarifies itself as World Wrestling Entertainment, not wrestling promotion. They literally say they are a content creation company. That is why Nick Khan has so much control, because he is a content creator. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's true. Like I said, Adam loves wrestling. Tony loves wrestling. Tim loves wrestling. Hell, Just Exciting loves wrestling. I love wrestling.
Absolutely.
Sports entertainment. You know, I'd rather be Ric Flair than Hulk Hogan. And I'd rather be Kurt Hennig, Mr. Perfect. I'd rather be Ravishing Rick Rude as opposed to Jake the Snake Roberts or the or the Repo Man.
Jake was great.
You know, but I'm saying like, or the Repo Man or the Boogeyman or, you know, some stupid
Saba
shit.
Simba.
Saba fucking Simba.
That's Zodiac Atlas.
You know what I'm saying? Or, you know, the Zodiac or some the Shark or some stupid shit. Because to me, that's not wrestling. That's being a fucking comic book character.
Okay, so you
if
say
we had to
that
compare TV versus like movies, like let's say WWE is very profitable at what they do.
Sure.
The WWE to me is the MCU. And AEW is DC.
Hurts because I love the MCU.
I love the MCU, but let's be honest. Let's be honest here. The WWE they are a production company. They produce movies.
It's true.
So they are the MCU of the world of professional wrestling. Except for the long-term storytelling, because they don't fucking do that shit. But like they can't remember a storyline from fucking 2 weeks ago. They fire guys in the middle of the storyline. They don't fucking know. But AEW is DC. You know why I say they're DC? Because if you watch the DC movies, it started with Superman. And I was talking to someone about this the other day. It totally just fucked my head up. You watch DC movies, and you see the Superman Man of Steel movie. Remember the Black General in Man of Steel? Go back and watch it. Okay, so the Black General in Man of Steel. Then you go to Batman v Superman. Guess what? That general was in the movie again. You go to Justice League. And I ain't talking about that piece of shit movie Josh Whedon made. I'm talking about the Snyder Cut Justice League. That general was in that movie too. Long-term storytelling. That general was the fucking, spoiler alert, ladies and gentlemen, he was the fucking Martian Manhunter. Who have been there since the fucking first movie. Long-term storytelling. DC is AEW. Kenny Omega, the whole, oh my God, the Faces of Fear. I forgot. I can't talk about the Faces of Fear because my boy Kevin Sullivan. But the point I'm making is professional wrestling, long-term storytelling, and booking makes people want to come back week after week.
Yeah,
definitely.
And it shows wrestling fans that, hey, guess what? Wrestling is a sport. WWE, on the other hand, is a comic book. Is a comic book show. You know, let's go ahead and make Tommy and this fucking dude talking in a closet in the dark, wanting to fight people, and never leaves the closet. He's afraid to come out of the closet to fight people. Or you build up a group of guys that you make them heels, but they're so fucking over because their natural charisma just oozes fucking like excitement. I'm talking about the Hurt Business.
Oh,
they were so over, so fucking over. So over. And what do? Nah, let's break them up. People like them too much. And let's put Bobby in a pimp gimmick where he's got all these pimps. He's got all these chicks. You know, let's make our world champion a man whore. Let's take a stalking gimmick and make this chick get stalked by a stalker on TV because one of our main storyline girls was stalked by a dude who broke into her fucking house. Oh, but the fans are stupid. They're not going to remember that.
Yeah. Again, where we are in terms of there's so much wrestling, right? Or what is purported to be wrestling, right? Like the world over, and the accessibility factor. You know, again, it's the reason why we're in a short squeeze with AMC. Never before have the people had power. I tried to do a Johnny Ace, it wasn't really working, but the people power, right? Yes,
power.
yes, where the people have the power to kind of change the fortunes of literally a whole entire landscape, right? And again, this shows, right? Like my dad always taught me that you can tell a character of a person if they're anybody can fake being nice, right? But being kind to you when they don't have to be, right?
Yes.
Vince and everybody that is kind of the non-essential yes men and women, because it's, you know, that are under Vince McMahon, they're showing you their cards that they don't give a damn about you. They're not kind, right? By the very elementary kind of rudimentary, easy, palatable way that my dad said it, right? You can tell when they don't have to be. Again, they cleared $1 billion. They release people and give us fans crap product.
So,
but tell us they want to put smiles on our faces. Tony, take it away.
Something I'm reading right real quick, and this is just, it's probably going to piss us off even worse, you know. Given the releases, Brian Alvarez speculates that Brock Lesnar's name was included in the script for Monday's Raw because WWE plans to bring him back to feud with Bobby Lashley.
Oh my God. So that story came about a couple weeks ago, and I was going to talk about that a couple weeks ago. It's true. Now, he was going to come back once everyone was vaccinated, once the world went back up and they start traveling again. So now that they're making strides to show up and do live events, he's going to come back. Now, to show you how stupid the WWE fans are, and I'm not saying this to be hurtful to anyone because I'm not that type of guy. What I am saying is Vince McMahon thinks you're all stupid. You know, the Money in the Bank situation, you have to be in the Money in the Bank match to win the Money in the Bank. Right? It's like saying, I'm going to wrestle Adam Woods for the OIWA North American Championship, but then Tony comes out of nowhere and pins me and wins the title. He's not even in the fucking match. Why is he the champ? Remember Brock Lesnar came out of nowhere and fucking just climbed up the ladder and grabbed a suitcase, and he's like, I'm the new Money in the Bank guy? You know why that happened? Because the WWE thinks that fans are fucking stupid. Remember when the hottest act in fucking a long time, The Fiend, got beat in a steel cage, got disqualified in a no disqualification steel cage match? Remember that? You know why? Because fans are fucking stupid. Now, a couple weeks ago, AEW had this amazing match. And as a professional wrestler who's done these matches before, I'm going to tell you they're brutal. Blood and Guts. Blood and Guts is a offshoot of the original War Games match.
Yep.
Now, WWE has great War Games matches. They do. They have great War Games matches that end in pinfalls.
Yeah.
War Games matches are submission or surrender. There's no fucking pinfalls in that.
Yep.
But AEW did it, and long-term WWE program fans were like, oh, that fucking sucks. WWE fucking sucks. I mean, AEW fucking sucks because they set wrestling back 30 years. You're right. They did set wrestling back 30 years because 30 years ago, when War Games was a real fucking match, that shit was going down.
Yeah.
But I digress because all these WWE fans are so excited about it. It's crazy. Night Hunter, I'm going to go ahead and ban you from the group because you are a crazy guy.
Hulk Hogan fan are we?
Yeah, he sure is. At least he can spell. Or can he?
Could also be the country in Africa, right? Nigeria. No.
Yeah, he obviously can't spell that either. Anyway, the point I'm making.
So are movies and TV.
Yeah, exactly. But the real great part about this whole thing is you people are still watching the podcast. So thank you very much for giving us your patronage. Anyway,
thanks for the views.
Thanks for the views, my friends. With that being said, Tony, thank you very much for joining us here tonight. Adam, you're amazing. Thank you for joining us here as usual. And for the ones that are watching us everywhere on the Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast, thank you for joining us every single week. You guys are awesome. Even the douchebags that are in the comments right now. You guys are awesome. Tony, tell these people where they can watch us every week.
Well, you can catch us on Xfinity and Prism TV in the Portland and Vancouver areas every Monday night at 10 p.m., Channel 11, and on every Tuesday at 10 p.m., Channel 22 Xfinity, Channel 8002 Prism, and one update we need to make to that, every Wednesday now at 9:30 p.m., Channel 23 on Xfinity and Channel 8003 on Prism.
The best part about that is they can watch us on all those TV channels. Ladies and gentlemen, we're on TV everywhere. But you can also find us on Twitter. You can find us at the Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast on Twitter. If you want to support the channel, you can go to https:/anchor.fm/the Roundtable Podcast /support. Like, click, and subscribe. Also, the great thing about the Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast is you can now find us on Google Podcasts, Apple, Spotify, Pandora, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, and all major platforms. Pandemic P, you can suck the back of my no comment. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us.
Damn right.
Thank you for joining us here on the Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast. Later.